Yantra and the Mantra Meditation today, Saturday, 60 minutes. I'll talk for 5 minutes about your issues. Do you have any question?
The only question I have is at home practice. Like when we want to, how do you suggest we start? Like a serious meditation practice.
Serious.
I mean, we can't obviously sit down and do what we do here with you for an hour.
Yes.
Never, especially starting out. So, what as a beginner? Maybe I shouldn't have said
beginner.
As a beginner, what would you suggest?
Right. I think in every meditation I used to give a hint at what to be done as a home practice. Mm-hmm. So once you will complete the meditation today, remind me, or I will tell you that what are the steps that you can do at your home.
Okay.
And if you give me your feedback, that will help me and you also to progress. So, the goal of all meditation, any meditation or different practices of meditation, is to evolve. So when you evolve, you start helping others to evolve also. I still have one student who has been coming for the last 6 years regularly for a weekly private session. He works, he's a very senior officer in Robert Wood Johnson. So he comes on Friday. So this Friday, I guided him for 1.5 hours. So 6 years back, he was not able to sit. Within 5 minutes, he used to complain. He did no physical practices. It is the meditation or the meditative state took over his body. Generally what we think, let us stretch our body, make it flexible, and then it is easy for us to do the meditation. So I follow totally a different approach. I said, no, first you go into a deeper meditation while lying down or sitting or standing, whatever you want to do. But practice meditation, practice. The time comes when the meditation takes over your body and you don't have any issue. Another issue that he told me, and that is what I expect from every meditator. So he told me that, 1.5 hours we did nothing. And I was just continued sitting for 1.5 hours into that meditative state. I did not find the mind was creating an issue or a problem. So what it means that when meditative state or the higher consciousness takes over your mind, your body, even you may have a lot of thoughts coming, but you can witness that these thoughts are on the surface and you still are living deeper with it. Like as if you are inside the studio and the storm is outside. Not at all affected. So that is one indication of a success in meditation. I just talked because you talked about serious meditation. So coming back to this Yantra and the Mantra meditation, we have started with the 6 steps. First 3 steps are important. Pick up 1 or 2 steps from the first 3 steps. And then pick up only 1 step from the next 4th, 5th or the 6th step. And continue, extend that period at your home. Give me a feedback and then I'll tell you how to progress. So in this you can say it is a part of concentrated meditation. But a general focus, when you start concentrating on some issues, the mind starts wandering. But the way we do it, we engage the mind first to live within so that the distractions are minimized. Normally, I could say that this practice of meditation will surely help you improve your sleep. You get rid of the fatigue, the chronic fatigue, the wandering mind, sense of anxiety, and definitely it will improve the sleep. So like here, you pick up 1 or 2 steps from the first 3 steps and 1 step from the 4th, 5th, or the 6th. Are you an emotional person or a hyperactive? What kind of a person you are?
Both.
You're both?
Very emotional, yeah.
Very emotional. So pick up the center of the heart. And the mantra that we use, pick up that. So if you're hyperactive, then pick up the center of the will, that is belly. And if you're quite rational person, pick up this center. So yantra and mantra, one line briefly. Yantra represents, yantra are different geometrical designs. We have more than I would say 50,000 mantras. Just to give you a clue, a yantra expert, even I can do it, but it takes long time for me. But being a yantra expert, that comes from the Tantra tradition, that expert sits, looks at you, asks some questions, and creates a geometrical pattern of your whole being. So if you focus and meditate on that, you progress very fast. That is one aspect of the yantra. So we use a simple yantra, that is a triangle. The mantra, you see that yantra, mantra. You have the tra as a suffix. That means that gives you the freedom, that liberates you from the stress and the suffering. So let us see whether it helps you today or not. I will put my hand 200%. Lie down. Close your eyes. Let us start. Lie down or sit, whatever, but it is good in the beginning to lie down. Close your eyes. And first 3 steps that we will follow with the 3 stages. And every step gives you a glimpse of meditative state. So maintain your awareness and continue to follow. So be comfortable. Be comfortable means your mind goes to the body joints. Look at the neck joint, shoulder blades. Adjust and align. You have to be comfortable completely. And hip joints, knees, ankles, and the toes. You are comfortable. You are carefree and you are casual. Casual means you should be natural. Don't put the mind into anxiety of following a particular step. I explain every step with a simple, easy phrases. I repeat it. So don't worry even if you didn't hear because of distraction. So the first step, we help the center of the emotion to release the inbuilt inhibitions. Then we engage the mind to live within, and then we move into the mindfulness state. Put both your hands on the chest, each side of the rib cage. Look deep inside the center of the ribs and start breathing, long and fast breathing through the chest, into the chest through the nostrils. Long, fast. You hear the rhythmic breath, follow that rhythmic pattern. That will help you a great deal. Continue. Good. Continue. Wonderful. Continue. Long and fast breathing, expansion and contraction of the rib cage, expansion and contraction of the ribs. Continue, please. Don't listen to your mind. The mind will say, no, I feel tired. Don't worry about it. You may experience the lightness in the head. And I can check, and you can also check. If the breath is not rhythmic, you need more practice. Continue. A rhythmic breath helps you to take your mind very deep. And stop it. Bring the hands down. In the state of stillness, in the sensation in the body, look at the breath, moving breath, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. And when the breath goes in, you feel the sensation, count mentally in 1. When the breath comes out, count out 1, in 2. Out to go on counting from 1 to 10 and restart from 1 to 10. But in the state of sensation, in the stillness in the body. You know, one layer of existence, that is the body, but you are not the body. So when you keep it still, the mind travels deeper than you. Then you keep your breath awareness and you're counting. So you create a bridge between the body and something deeper within. You're simply counting the breath. The practice is very simple, but it challenges your mind and anxiety in duality and a conflict. And now do nothing. When you do nothing, you are in a mindfulness state. So what happens in the state of mindfulness? You awaken. Awaken to what? Look at it. You awaken to the sensation and the stillness in the body. You awaken to the natural movement of the breath. You also awaken to the deeper, that is mind and its contents, and you feel a natural detachment. And then also you awaken to emptiness, the infinite space that is deep within you. In that state of effortlessness, naturalness, and that is a glimpse of meditation. If we extend this period, you succeed into it. Now look deep inside the belly. Bring both your hands on the belly. Look deep inside the belly button in the space and start breathing long and the fast breathing into the belly through the nostrils. The lips remain together. Continue long and the fast breathing into your belly. If it is rhythmic, then mind gets interested both in the body and the breath. It leaves the thinking pattern. The message is silent. Do not worry if you have a feeling of lightness in the head a little tiredness and fatigue in the belly muscles. It is important. Continue. Continue, please. We are doing Yantra and the Mantra meditation. And stop it, bring the hands down in the state of sensation, in the stillness. Look at the breath, feel the breath, and start counting the breath. When it goes in 1. When it comes out 1. From 1 to 10. And return again from 1 to 10. At least while counting 1 to 10, you can instantly recognize that mind distracted to a thought. And when it happens, you forget the counting, return again and start counting from 1. It is not that you don't know how to count from 1 to 10, but we are counting with reference to the moving breath. Why? To know whether I can hold on the mind on the breath, bypass all the contents of the mind. And that is the way to engage the mind to live within. 3 fundamentals of any meditation. Harley teacher tells you going within, living within, and awakening within. It applies to all the practices of meditation. You are counting the breath at this moment. Please continue. We are doing a longer meditation, and that helps you a great deal, because you extend the period, the time, the length of the meditative state. And do nothing. Remain in the mindfulness state. What is that mindfulness state? You awaken to the different layers of your existence. You witness the sensation and the stillness in the body. It's okay, my friend, it's okay. You become aware of the natural movement of the breath. You are aware of the mind and its contents. If there are no contents, it's okay. But you are also aware of the deeper state, the infinite space. You awaken that you are very deep within, and on the surface the mind is there, still above it the breath is there, and the body, and then the outer space. It's a beautiful state to experience and to awaken to it. So follow the first 3 steps regularly at your home, whether these 3 stages, and then you can pick up 1 step in the 4th, 5th, or the 6th step, and you will see that you will progress faster. And now we will do the 3rd. We will stimulate the center of the wisdom. Put your right hand on the belly, the left hand on the chest. Look deep inside the forehead and start breathing long in the hissing breath, both into the belly and the chest, through the nostrils. Long in the hissing breath. Continue long in the hissing breath. 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 Continue. Your mind may object to it, but if you continue doing it, you bypass those objections. Long and fast. Breathing both into the belly and the chest through the nostrils. Continue, please. And stop it. Bring the hands down on the floor. Bring the tip of the index finger and the thumb together with a gentle pressure. That is mudra. I will explain later in the following classes. And then bring the tip of the tongue inside the lower middle teeth. The tongue touches the middle teeth, lower end, inside. Lips remain together. In that state of the sensation and the stillness, again start counting the breath. 1 to 10. And then again 1 to 10. Remember, maintain your awareness. For what? You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. You see, these are the subtle points that I improvise upon, that you will never find in any of the text. I follow the fundamentals of meditation, the 6,000 years old tradition, but I improvise. Why I do it? To help you better. And that is why constant follow-up is required. You're counting the breath, and so what happens? There is no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath, and you're counting the breath. Mind carries you away with a particular thought, you forget the counting. And you remember, you start again. That remembering is returning. The same thing. Oh, you become aware the breath changes. No, then you leave the breath. Who changes the breath? The subconscious mind. Can the subconscious mind help you in meditation? No, not at all. It's the greatest barrier. And doing nothing, mindfulness state. When you do nothing, you are in a mindfulness state. You awaken to different layers. You awaken to the different layers of your existence. There lies the sensation in the stillness in the body. Deeper than that, you experience the natural movement of the breath. Deeper than that, you may experience, or maybe the mind with its thoughts, but now you feel as if you are detached. These thoughts are very far from you. It's a good state. And deeper than that, you may experience the infinite space. Look at the state that you can reach in the first 3 steps. We go deeper than the mindfulness. Now comes the 4th step. We invoke the center of the wisdom. How we do it? Become aware of the breath. First pointed awareness of the breath. The breath moves in and out. Second point of awareness of the breath. Feel the sensation. Third point of awareness of the breath. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Now the 4th pointed awareness. What we are doing? We are expanding the mind. That is why I named it 1 point, 2nd point, 3rd. And the fourth point, when the breath goes in, look inside the forehead in the space. Breath comes out, look inside the forehead in the space. So you see, I differentiate between forced concentration. Have you seen the tiger? You will say yes, without thinking, without imagination, without visualization. Somewhere deep, we are aware. Same thing. See inside the forehead when the breath goes in and comes out. And now see the triangle inside, pointing upward, inside the forehead. The moment the breath goes in, as if someone inside you says, do you see the triangle? And there is a non-verbal affirmation. In that state of the sensation and the stillness in the body. And now the breath in the mind moves on a triangle when it goes in, when it comes out. The mantra of the center of the wisdom is aim. So when the breath in the mind moves on a triangle, drop aim on one side of a triangle, inside the forehead. When the breath comes out, drop one aim on one side of a triangle. In that state of sensation and stillness, remember, you may undergo a variety of experiences, starting from freezing of the body, tingling and the numbness in the body. Be with it. Maintain that stillness, because that is a good indication the mind is withdrawing within. Continue dropping one aim with every breath going in and coming out on one side of a triangle, inside the forehead. And now drop two aim on two sides of a triangle. With every breath going in and out, in the state of stillness and the sensation in the body, other experiences, you may see different colors of a triangle. Sometimes the triangle twitches, it extends, it makes a different shape. The triangle is equilateral, that you see. It is, the triangle represents the potential power that manifests as a power of wisdom, love, and action. Continue to aim. The mantra is, you simply casually drop aim, aim, and you see the two sides of a triangle. Engaging the mind to live within. Awakening comes on its own. And now the three aim. When the breath is the same. We are not asking the mind to take over. We are asking the awareness to be maintained. The breath goes in, the mind moves, aim, aim, aim. Breath comes out, looks to the triangle, aim, aim, aim. And doing nothing now, in the state of mindfulness, you can awaken to the different layers and can experience as if you are very far from the sensation and the stillness in the body, the natural movement of the breath, the mind and its contents. From there the awakening takes place. Now we move to the second center, the center of emotion, starting from breath awareness. One-pointed awareness of the breath. Look at the moving breath in and out. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Second point. Third point. You feel the sensation of the breath going in and out. Fourth point. The moment the breath goes in or comes out, look inside the center of the chest. The heart of yoga is located inside the center of the chest. We don't talk about the physical heart. It is the seat of the pure consciousness of love, of pure happiness. Now when the breath goes in, see the triangle inside the heart, equilateral triangle. All sides are equal, pointing upward, with every breath going in and out. Let the breath and the mind move naturally on a triangle. And now drop the mantra, Hreem, H-R-E-E-M. One Hreem on one side of a triangle. Every time the breath goes in Hreem, breath comes out Hreem, looking at the triangle. When I address a single person in this class, I am still aware of all. Same thing happens. That is another point to be understood. So when you drop Hreem on one side of a triangle, you are still aware of the other two sides. That makes this meditation deeper. You need not to make any effort. Now drop two Hreem on two sides of a triangle inside the heart. Breath goes in naturally, Hreem, Hreem. Breath comes out, Hreem, Hreem. The practice should become a play. And if it becomes a play, you can go deeper. In the state of sensation and the stillness, you're not making any effort. In the state of natural movement of the breath, you're not forcing the breath to change. So what's happening? Your mind goes deeper. Hreem, Hreem. Breath comes out, Hreem, Hreem. Hreem, Hreem. Now 3 Hrim, one on each side of a triangle. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. And saying it non-verbally doesn't take too much of time. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Goes in, comes out, Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. In the state of sensation, the stillness in the body. Continue, please. And doing nothing, remain as you are in the state of mindfulness. So every step, you may get a glimpse of a meditative state, and if we extend that period with the same naturalness, you can go very deep. Now we invoke the center of the will or the action. First become aware of the breath again. Breath going in and out. Second point of awareness, feeling the sensation of the breath going in and out. Third point, no change in the rate, in the rhythm of the breath. Fourth point, looking inside the belly button every time the breath goes in and comes out. Now see the triangle inside the belly button the moment the breath goes in, and when the breath comes out, do you just get a glimpse? It is not making any effort to concentrate. Casually you see the triangle inside the forehead when the breath goes in and comes out. Let the breath and the mind move together on a triangle. You see what happens? It helps you to engage the mind to live within. It expands the mind. It maintains your conscious awareness. It is from the conscious awareness awakening takes place. And here the mantra is clean. The moment the breath goes in, one clean on one side of a triangle. You may experience certain changes, the vision, the colors, the tingling, the freezing of the body, numbness, everything is okay as far as I observe and see you all. So please continue in that state. Clean, clean, clean. You do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Now to clean, breath goes in, clean, clean on two sides of a triangle, the breath comes out, clean, clean, two sides of a triangle. And now three clean on one on each side of a triangle. In that state of sensation, the stillness in the body, the natural movement of the breath, you are dropping casually and naturally the mantra Klim on each side of a triangle. When it breath goes in and comes out. And you can easily experience as if you are far from the body, far from the breath, very far from even the thoughts that may come. The thought interrupts, return again to clean. And doing nothing, remain as you are in the state of doing nothing, living within in the state of mindfulness or a meditative state. Well, if any thought disturbs you repeatedly, pick up any center and any mantra. Just do 1 or 2 times and then leave it again in the state of doing nothing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand. Bring your awareness on the left hand. Release the fingers from the mudra. Raise both your palms, put it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring your hands down. We will share our experiences to progress and to address any issues during the practice of meditation. Mesera. How are you, Boris? Good? Very good practice. Calm. How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
You had some disturbances in the middle?
Yeah.
What happened?
I just need to practice more. It's like my first time, so my mind is still like...
But you feel calm, relaxed.
I was confused about the triangle, like envisioning the triangle, like how am I supposed to envision it? Like when you say the triangle and the breath.
So when the breath goes in, comes out.
Okay. So one breath is one triangle?
Yeah.
Oh, me too. I was more doing it like one breath here, one breath here, one breath here.
Ah, okay,
like
okay.
In, out. In,
Yeah. That is also, but yes. No. Breath goes in, comes out, and when the breath and the mind goes together, then you drop aim, the breath continues. Aim, continues. Then aim, continues. That is how...
Breath out, you go in opposite direction?
Yeah, that's what I just noticed.
Yes, it naturally goes in opposite direction.
No.
That is how the mind wants to control it. So let it move in the opposite direction or the same direction. We are not more concerned about the mind because all meditation practices are basically transcending the mind. So even in the beginning it goes, it's okay. You feel good, relax?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yes, very much.
All right. How are you?
Definitely relaxed. I found the triangles easier this time.
This time, yeah.
Than last week.
Yeah, it needs couple of more practices, sessions, and then you follow it. How are you, Arina?
I'm good. My triangle was pretty equal-sided this time, finally.
Yeah, that's what's harder.
Because it's been like going crazy before, and my entire left side of the body was so numb compared to the right side.
Yeah, it's happening. I think it will bring the change. You know, the left side of the body becoming more numb, it has more to do with emotions, your emotional side. The right side is more of a rational side. That's how the Tantra tradition explains. That if you divide the entire body vertically half, the right side represents the masculine, the left side represents the feminine. Then at the emotional level, it is the left side which is more emotional. So it's a very deeper practice in Tantra tradition, and so if your breath is dominant through the left nostril, then you are more emotional at that particular time of the day. And if your breath is more dominant on the right nostril, you are more rational. There's a very big philosophy and understanding. Even that when you need to do some aggressive activities, then by longer practice, it takes about 3 to 6 months. The time comes, you instantly move into you can shift the breath flow to the right nostril while doing the aggressive work. You want to be with your honey, then it's good to have your left nostril dominant. Well, if you don't want to fight with them.
How do you determine which is your dominant side?
Unless
you're like holding your nostril.
No, not holding. We just put the back of the palm and we check that which flow of the breath is more than the other. And that can easily be understood. But just after meditation, it is more or less the same. Just after meditation. In a meditative state, it is the middle flow.
So it will be stronger on exhale like this?
No. Yeah, stronger. Yeah. Which one is stronger in exhaling? So don't worry. We will do it. We'll succeed, yes, don't worry. So now we will go into the stress management program. Marsha, how are you?
Hi. Thank you.
Hi. Good?